Hey, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to the live stream. I'm going to be streaming while I fix my Ethereum rig. Jack Skellington, who's been having issues since I tried to switch drivers, and he has been off the last 2 days, and that can be such a waste of money if you don't keep your Ethereum rig on after investing so much money as we take advantage of the investment, right? If you spend so much money on an investment, you should keep it running, your Ethereum rig, because eventually Ethereum will switch to proof of stake and we will no longer be able to mine it. So we have to take advantage of every single opportunity. And so right now I'm working on fixing this bastard called Jack Skellington. That's what I named my Ethereum rig. So I don't know, there were a few things I wanted to talk about while I take care of this, and I'll go ahead and open a tab here. So if you guys want to leave messages or ask any questions or join up, I'll go ahead and read them. So let me take care of that right now. Let me go on youtube.com and check out what's going on while I take care of that. And welcome, guys. I'm just going to do this live kind of Ethereum video where I'm going to talk a little bit about mining, whether you should mine Ethereum. I want to talk about Poloniex and the crap that they're trying to pull right now. I want to talk about women in cryptocurrency. That's part of what I want to talk about with you guys. So let me just open up this. I noticed there's some comments right now, but I can't see them on my phone. So let me open up here, live stream. Feel free to share, tweet, is that the word? Tweet that this is happening if you want to join up. Let's see. Cool. Stream now. Where can I see comments? View on the watch page.
Here.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm going to pull it up here.
I got you. It's right there.
No, because I like to type. Thank you. She's trying to help me to know. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. View on the watch page. Oh, I see. Okay, someone... hey, shout out. Hey, what's up to the insane Meshuggah? Jack Skellington. Yeah, this bastard, dude. He's called Jack Skellington because his frame looks like bony, like a skeleton. It's pretty appropriate being October here. Halloween coming. Second? And can you talk about Digix? The price has gone up in scenario with their upcoming crowd sale. What's going on with Polo? Thank you kindly. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Digix, yeah, for sure. Digix is shooting up right now, guys. I've been talking about Digix forever. I happen to be up. They did a crowd sale where they sold a bunch of DGD, which are tokens that basically pay you transaction fees. So if people are using the Digix platform to transfer gold. Let me go back for those of you guys that have never heard of Digix, even though I've talked about it in the videos before. So Digix basically is this company that they're going to have this vault, or they have this vault in Singapore that is regulated, and they have security that goes in there and they audit it, and it's very safe. And basically you can buy tokens called DGX, that are linked, a certain amount of Digix. One Digix equal to 1 gram of gold. I believe that's it. So if you own one DGX and you own 1 gram, and you can buy pieces of Digix, it's fungible just like any other cryptocurrency token. This is going to have value because it's literally backed by an actual gold that's sitting in a vault. And then you can walk up to that vault if you own Digix and ask for your gold in person, or if you live in certain areas, it looks like you'll be able to go ahead and have them even mail your gold. So if you're planning on investing in gold, which I am, then this is awesome, because you can have a token that can be accepted by different merchants on the really fast Ethereum network that is secure, ran by a company that is legit, being audited, secure, and has been working really hard on their platform security-wise, especially after the DAO hack. Everybody's worried about security. So the DGD token, quarterly basically, you can send your DGD tokens to some contract, and it comes back to you, your DGD tokens, with Ethereum to pay you based on transactions. So there's a small transaction fee every single time somebody moves a token or pays for something with a token or buys tokens on exchanges, and then that fee that gets charged goes to the DGD holders. And it's not bad. If we start moving a lot of gold in real life, then if this becomes a big thing, then DGD holders will be making a good amount of money. And it looks like within a year you'll get back both your investment at this current price, and you're going to be getting more. And that's just the first year. This thing has the potential to do some big things. To me, it's a pretty cool concept. And so yeah, I've been talking about it for a while. And Digix 2.0, the platform, is about to release and be announced on DevCon 2 next week. So they're about to release, and I think excitement is bubbling because the Ethereum community is pretty small. And then there's been some flack about the community ever since the DAO hack. So people like to look at Ethereum and talk about the fork, and nobody cares anymore. But you know, when things happen that aren't happening in other cryptocurrencies and blockchains like Digix that will be released and be announced, and they just today, I believe it was today or yesterday, published an audit of what they actually have in the vault. So it's there. The gold is actually there. People are like, oh, I didn't even have the gold. So they just published it, so it's gaining investor confidence. So DGD shot up. When I bought DGD, basically, I had a crowd sale. I didn't know what to think, so I just put a little bit. I put $100 personally. I'll tell you guys, put $100. The $100 is now worth around $500 that I invested, and I bought more. Basically, I bought more at one point. I doubled up. So I had like something like 30 DGD tokens, and I bought 64 more, 62 more, whatever. And that's just been going up insanely because people are buying it and people realize it now. But I've been talking about this forever, so I think it's still early. The DGD token, some people say, could go as high as around $50 this year. So another great opportunity to make money. But personally, I can't wait for Digix tokens to be more available. They're not really easily attainable right now. And if you want to buy DGD tokens, the easiest way is on Shapeshift, and that it links to your Ethereum wallet. So if you send Shapeshift Ether through Shapeshift, you send some Ether, then it'll ask you where to send your tokens, and you want to put in your Ethereum account, your Mist wallet account. And on Mist on the computer, you can actually look at your tokens and move them around and stuff. I'm waiting for Digix. Apparently it's really easy, the protocol they're using. Digix will be available on something like the Jax wallet. That's going to help a lot too. But it's still so early for Digix, and it's going to be great. Scarcity. Not as many drives the value up. Why should it shoot up though? Well, what's up, David? Why would it shoot up? Well, he's got a point. There's only 2 million DGD tokens that are in existence right now. Only 2 million compared to Bitcoin's 21 million or Ethereum's 83 million. So 2 million takes very little market cap, and it's only around 20 million, I believe, right now to move it. And you can literally double your money like that as people get excited about it. And gold is something that excites not only cryptocurrency enthusiasts, but people looking for safe havens right now. Yeah, so let me see what else. What's up? Bitcoin's value went up, like you said. How does scarcity take price up in demand while everyone's setting out? Interesting. What about Swiss America as far as gold investment, since it is non-taxable and totally private? How would you utilize this in Ethereum? Swiss America? I don't know what Swiss America is. Apologies. DevCon 2 coming. Talk about Digix. Yeah, I talked about that. Okay, so yeah, the other Kibo lottery. Interesting. No, I haven't. Honestly, there's so many lotteries and gambling sites that people talk about crypto because it's easy, it's fair, it's provably fair. You can look at the code for these gambling sites, and they're fair, right? They're real lotteries, and that's one of the big attractions for Ethereum with smart contracts or Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency. But to me, that's kind of a fringe thing. A lot of people into cryptocurrency now are into gambling. They get that little brain rush from gambling and poker and this kind of stuff. But the average person doesn't see gambling as a good thing. So I think for the mainstream appeal, gambling and lotteries and these kind of things aren't where it's going to drive it. It's going to be neat, music related, cultural related, stuff that gets cool. Like imagine a kind of Snapchat, some sort of app that exists like that only on Ethereum that everybody wants on their phones. That kind of thing could drive this really high quick. Super shaky ant shares. I didn't even follow it. People were talking about it. I'm curious. I'll look that stuff up. That wasn't my intention to talk about in this video, but I'll look that up. The thing about Poloniex that I wanted to talk about is that there was this white hat ETC, so Ethereum Classic, those tokens, they were eventually put and made available on Poloniex. So if you had DAO Classic tokens on Poloniex, then they gave you 0.6 Ether Classic for each 100 DAO Classic from the White Hat. So White Hat made that stuff available that they had rescued from that hack. And after, a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, suddenly the white hat, after everybody had already gotten access to that zero point 0.6 Ether per 100 DAO Classic and had it done with, white hat said, oh look, we have all this extra stuff. So they basically gave it back to Poloniex. They gave them and said that now everyone should be getting 0.13 Ethereum Classic on top of what they already got from the 0.6. They already had it. However, Poloniex has ignored this. They haven't told anyone any comments as of 2 weeks about this Ethereum Classic that is due to the DAO Classic holders, because they were given by the white hat people to make it available. So people are getting upset because they're sending emails, they're talking to Poloniex, and they're being brushed off and just ignored. So that's not good business practices. And they, I mean, ever since, they just keep losing credibility as they keep doing crap like this. But we just know what kind of company they are. They're kind of a greedy company. They've been secure, they haven't been hacked, which is cool. But I still use them, I'm not gonna lie. But they do really questionable things. And if I had an exchange that gave me the same ease of use, had as many tokens available, that allowed for the same margin trading and all these different things that I can do on Poloniex, certain things that I can only, tokens that I can only trade on Poloniex, I would rather go somewhere else, honestly. I would rather give my business elsewhere, and I think that's the general sentiment in the Ethereum community. It's kind of a sour taste in Poloniex mouth, especially after releasing Ethereum Classic overnight without telling anyone. And you could argue that they did that, like they say, because people would inside trade, and if they expected it to happen, there would be a lot of shifting in the markets and manipulation. But it happened anyway. And what's to say that it's not insider trading? The Poloniex knew that they were going to release it, so they hoarded a bunch of Ethereum Classic before they even announced it coming out, especially the holders and owners of Poloniex. So it's pretty messed up, selfish business practices. I wouldn't be surprised these guys on Poloniex running around in Lamborghinis and Bugattis. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. They've stolen and finagled their way into getting so much money, and that's abuse and manipulation, I think, of their customers. It's kind of rude. They're trolls. They run a troll box. What can you do? Monero is a gold sponsor at DEF CON 2. They are also working with the Ethereum development and team to work on Casper. I've heard of that, yeah. Both Ethereum and Monero will use their own modified version. I didn't know that. They were going to use Casper. I look at Ethereum and Monero as Coke and Pepsi. I really like Monero because Monero, they're like Steemit. They're creating first the base platform like Ethereum with smart contracts and open source in that way that you can develop for it. But they're coming out hard with their own platform already that has social media aspect of it, like Steemit or Facebook. So you can get paid for your content. And that's just going to be on there, plus the open source and smart contracts that make it open. That's just going to be at the base. So I think if you hold those AMP tokens right now, people got upset about the second crowd sale. It doesn't matter, it's irrelevant, because your price will still go up when they actually release their platform. And it's not even released. Wait till alpha, wait till beta. It's I think a smart investment to at least hold some. Why not? Every coin nowadays, it looks like every single day, the excitement right now is altcoins, alternative coins. Like every single coin has its little day nowadays. So DGD, which is cool that I was holding, just went up something like 30%. It keeps going up, and it's going to keep going up, especially when it releases their platform. I think we could see that around $20 by the time DEF CON 2 finishes. So we'll see. Swiss America is a private citizenship program that sells pre-1933 gold and is non-taxable before the legislation contracts payable in gold was passed, and ultimately ended in trading gold. Interesting. They replaced all that we know as the Federal Reserve notes. Interesting. I will make all my buy-sell... Dude, Zombies is a troll. He said that he makes all his decisions because of the troll box. If you follow the troll box, it's all people pumping whatever coin they want or don't. It's obviously he's jesting, but it's funny because if you did do that, you might actually make money. I don't even know, but they're just a bunch of trolls. Everybody there is a troll. You see a coin going up and they start blasting it, and then it starts going down. They're like, sell, jump ship. That's literally a troll box all day. The mainstream doesn't see it valuable. Keepo lotteries based on Ethereum is launching this year. And it's huge because of three things. Lotto traditionally has a very slow payment, high fees on payout, and is locally available. This is true, and you have to pay huge amount of taxes on your lotteries. I completely agree with that. Yeah, if you win $1 million lottery, you're not gonna walk out with maybe what, like 700,000 of that? It's a huge amount. It's like 30%. But that would obviously not be the case in an Ethereum lotto where you won $1 million worth of Ethereum, because you don't have to tax it. And then if you have an account like on Coinbase, you just send that money straight to your Coinbase that's linked to your card, like my Shift card, and then use your money that way. And it's pretty much untrackable unless somebody really wanted to look at it. But I think you'll only really arouse suspicion if you start spending money crazily. Then the IRS will definitely be wanting, and you should have some of that money set aside, which will probably have grown exponentially if you kept it in Ether, because the price for cryptocurrencies in general keeps going up. That's what I think. But you're right. You're right about that. Accountants are going to have such a headache this year. Trying to add a YouTube video, but it's not allowed. Hold on, ironic. That's funny. I saw DGD as high as $14 today. Yeah, it was past that. Crypto, has your Ethereum rig dropped? Yeah, it dropped. That's what I'm working on right now. I forgot. I'm installing drivers for Jack Skellington, as I call him. I'm trying to install drivers for Jack Skellington to 15.12. They say that's the best drivers for mining, especially with Claymore's dual miner. But when you have 7 cards inside of your rig, it takes forever for it to install. The screen keeps flickering forever. So I might lose connection in a minute, but let me see. Usually these live feeds become worse than the troll box. That's a sign that you are popular. TV, laugh aloud, think if you make money doing that, you just got lucky. Ethereum price at DevCon 2, I got a Shift card, thanks for your review. Oh, Shift card is awesome. I'm using Shift every single day. And it's pretty funny, because if merchants were to accept Ether straight up in the future, or Digix or something like that, they wouldn't have to pay Visa, because Visa, MasterCard, American Express charges the most. Each charges the merchant every single time you swipe your card. It's some huge amount, like 25 cents, I believe, for Ethereum. I mean, for American Express to the dollar, something ridiculous. So the merchant is losing money. So if you go to mom and pop shops, dollar stores, you'll actually see the charge. They'll charge you extra for the account, especially if you spend less than $5. So some people say you have to spend at least $5. It's only because of the fees that they have to pay all these companies, credit card companies. If they were to accept not even just Shift, which the merchant's still paying our transactions. Back in the day, we might have to pay our small places. But when you go shop at most places, they end up losing so much money by paying transaction fees for a slow bank to process and write down what's going on. When now we have blockchains, when people get smart and start accepting Bitcoin and Ether straight up more often, they're going to save money. If I was a merchant, that's what I'd be doing. Plus, I mean, the fact, cool, install, that it keeps going up in value. It seems like a win-win situation. How much money does a company, maybe somebody knows, how much money does a company pay in transaction fees a year relative to their sales that are necessary in this day and age of blockchains? I don't know. Ethereum price at DevCon 2. I got a Shift card next year. Yeah, Shift card. Link to your Coinbase. Good times. There's BitPay and stuff too. BitPay is cool because if you get a BitPay card, you can actually go to your employer, and my screen is flickering. I can't see stuff right now. It's installing those drivers. And you can get them to actually pay you direct deposit into your BitPay card with an account. So I think that's pretty sweet compared to Shift. It's almost like having a bank account that lives on the blockchain with BitPay, which is interesting. Let me see what you guys are saying on the screen here, because my drivers are installing. Okay, now, do you actually improve? Do you make your winnings random? How do you actually? Well, you can see that. Well, you can see the code saying that it's going to be random. You can see how that would be random. You can just test it on the code, but you'd have to be able to obviously read the code and have somebody audit it first. Trollbox is only good for catching news. 99.5% needs to be disregarded. Yeah, Trollbox to me is fun. It's just entertainment. When you're bored and you can't get excitement elsewhere, Trollbox and Poloniex. If you're lonely at night, there'll be other lonely, sad souls out there, or at least a moderator telling you to stop using your caps, or you're gonna get banned for like 2 or 3 minutes. I don't get it. Maybe you guys know. What is it when you give somebody a cookie on Poloniex? You can like give somebody a cookie. I don't know how to do that. You can give some people like brownie points for comments. And what's the purpose of that? I'm curious. Does anybody know? Trollbucks only get me. I bought something and had more money than I had before, thanks to exactly Bitcoin. So if you use your shift card and you're getting your money in there, then and it keeps going up, you're basically getting free stuff versus just checking account. Assuming the price is going up, checking account is just losing value. Yeah, I've been doing the same thing. It's been fun. But now you're double paying. You're paying Coinbase 1.5% for conversion fees, and the merchant's paying 2% to Visa. The only reason I'm not convinced on getting Shift. 1.5% for conversion fees. I think that's more of their spread, the spread that you're paying. So the price for Bitcoin being this right now, and they're gonna charge you this. Yeah, but yeah, in a way you have a point there. But it's been working because of the price increases for me anyway, as well. But yeah, it's not. There's win or lose situations to this. I enjoy keeping my money in Bitcoin, however, and if I can just use my Bitcoin instead of moving money from my checking account, it's pretty cool. I've just been using my Shift card. Could you elaborate on the whole dark web wallet that allows you to control the one from the Tor browser? I think you could do that with pretty much any sort of wallet, no? On the Tor browser, because the Tor browser itself, if you especially set it up right, is just secure, so nobody would know who you are anyway if you were able to somehow make an account. But if you have it through Coinbase, obviously it's linked to your identity, so you can't have something like that. But if you have a wallet like a Jax wallet and you download that on a computer, pretty sure you have some privacy there either way. It's hard to trace. I don't think you can follow the IP in any way. I use BitPay because of the limits. They are way higher than other cards. Yeah, that's true. It's only $1,000 on Shift, but it says you can email them and they'll raise your limits for whatever. So I haven't tried how far they can move it, but I haven't had the situation where I want to spend $1,000 yet. I don't know. How was that Bitcoin meetup you were going to? Was it worthwhile? David was going to go with me down there, but we weren't able to go because it was in Fort Lauderdale, which is not exactly Miami. Apparently there's 3 different locations in the South Florida area, and every week they alternate where it's going to be. So maybe next week I would like to go. I'm off on Thursday. Wait, am I? Yeah, I think I'm off on Thursday, so maybe next week. I actually came back from a drum circle on 79th here in Miami Beach. They do something called a drum circle. People come out with drums and little cymbals and saxophones and stuff, and I brought a snare drum, and people just jam at the full moon. It's every full moon. They just start playing for 3 hours in the night, wailing at the moon, feeding vibes and frequencies until the cops show up. They always show up at 12 o'clock, 12:30, politely. They just showed up, went beep, and then everybody just like stopped playing and they go, "Thank you guys." We just left. But yeah, that was fun. You can give marks on Trollbucks. 1,000 marks equals 1 BTM. Oh, so far there I have gotten 14 B. Oh, cool. That's what the bit marks are for. I was never sure. That's pretty awesome. So you can write some cool stuff on Trollbucks, and if somebody likes what they say, they can award you marks. Who awards the marks though? You award the marks by buying the BTM? I think I have some BTM. I hate you. I want to go. Is it the full moon now? Yeah, but it's over. It ended already. It's the full moon today. Haha, I would have gone with you. Next time, next month. It's next month. I'll let you know. I'm not going to hold you to this, but honestly speaking, what's your speculation on the future price of ETH? That's a crazy question. I can't even say. I can't say. I don't know. A lot of people like to give that $100, $112 thing if we reach a $10 billion market cap like Bitcoin. But I think Bitcoin is like the super dog, honestly. You have all these cryptocurrencies that people mine to buy Bitcoin with. So Bitcoin is always seems to be like that top layer. It was the first. It keeps going. It's a new kind of system. It is gold in a way if you think about it. Like gold is something that we will always use as humanity, whether it's relevant or not, or it's slow or heavy and cumbersome. It's always there. So I think that Ethereum is like the silver to Bitcoin's gold. So I think Bitcoin would also be going way up, which is what I think, before Ethereum reaches a $10 billion market cap or pair, and and reaches Bitcoin at that point. I think Bitcoin will be way past that. And if that happens, we're at $1 billion market cap. It will be 10 times the price that it's at right now. So yeah, 10 times the price right now if we reach that market cap. But it would have to be a lot of new money coming into cryptocurrency, because the cryptocurrency market as a whole right now is at $12 billion, which is not much. We need another $10 billion, which is almost double what it's been since the year 2009, into cryptocurrency. So we're gonna have to see some really big things that will drive people to use cryptocurrency and dApps more than regular things. But I mean, Apple, their market cap was something like $80 billion, if I'm correct. It might be even more than that. So that would be 18 times or something more. Yeah, a huge amount. 18, 10. Like 1,000 times increase. Almost 800% increase over what price you have right now. So if it just depends. I mean, I can't tell you what it's going to be, but in that scenario, it would be like $1,000 Ether, and I can see it going to that. Honestly, that's why I got into this thing, and I have my rig right here, because honestly, this rig right now, it says that it's mining for like $12 per Ether per day, and I'm making 1.5 right now per day. The hash rate has gone down, the difficulty's gone up. But it looks like $12 now, but one day that could very easily be I'm making $1,500 a day off the rig that I pay almost that price for. So that's the way I see it. I don't even want to sell my Ether for electricity money. I want to make my electricity money through work and pay the $300 something for electricity with money, not selling my Ether. I like to hold my Ether, because to me that's returned me way more than just paying my power. It has. Do you want to join the video? Janelle is sitting over there. Has anyone looked into Shadow Cash? What is your opinion of the Golem network? I'm interested. The Golem is handling everything illegally. I remember looking into Golem and not feeling super impressed. I don't know. Yeah, I guess they're not super like transparent in everything that they're doing. Whereas Digix is. They just released their audit stuff. They're constantly talking with Vitalik and having him over, and it seems to me like they're more involved with the community. And I think transparency is key, because it creates a following, creates trust, and we see what happens with companies that aren't transparent, like Poloniex. And I don't know. So Golem a few times. I don't know. To me, Ether and Bitcoin are still the big players. Monero seems to be coming up. Scenario could do some big things where Steemit didn't. I kind of lost all faith in Steemit. Yeah, I don't know what you guys think. If F is currently at $12, what do you think it will be in 12 months, 1 year? Just a guess. I'll say in 1 year, I'll go for $50. $50 per Ether. Yeah, we're gonna see stuff like sharding come out, and we're gonna see Casper, and Ether was the first and is the first to be doing stuff like this on such a level, and so much dApps coming out. This could be way more than $50. Like, it could easily hit $100. Each one of these big news that happens. OKCoin, which might be adding Ether, apparently a representative might be attending DevCon 2. If they announce that they're going to be adding it and the Chinese decide to start buying Ether, we'll hit $50 like in a few months, 3 months. So I don't know. You're mining more than me at this point, because my other rig is my regular rig and I don't always have it on. And Jack Skellington has slowed down. I think one of my cards isn't doing so hot, and I think it's because I upgraded the driver. So I'm gonna try it now. Let me see. Restart later. I think I need to restart it, actually, the computer, before it will even work with some of the cards, the older cards that I have in here. The 290Xs, like when you restart installing new drivers. The newer ones will work just fine. Let me see. It might not even detect it. No, it says 7 cards. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna run that real quick and see what's up. Oh, I closed my YouTube window. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is women in cryptocurrency. Like, how come, and maybe you guys can help me and tell me some thoughts since you're here. how come women don't seem to be as interested in cryptocurrency in our age ranges? On YouTube, I can see analytics, and you guys who create videos probably know what I'm talking about. You can go to analytics and you can see stats for all your videos and subscribers, demographics. You can see everything in a certain time range. And one thing that even as the channel has grown that continues to look the same is the disparity between female watchers of my channel. It's like 8.2%, and the males in like the main age group of people who are into even computers. And to me, that's really strange because like, why don't women seem to have as much interest in cryptocurrency? Is it because they are raised not to think about money, as my girlfriend says, and they're raised to think about attracting a guy by appearance that will have money? Because this is and why does that exist? Because this is an opportunity going into this whole paradigm change into cryptocurrency where this could be equal. This wouldn't even be an issue, a gender issue when it comes to money. But I don't know, it's like there are not enough women who care about cryptocurrency, which is why I really liked Amanda Johnson's channel, Daily Decrypt, because she was a girl. So it helped other girls to also think that this is something that they can relate to, as opposed to having to hear it from a bunch of men constantly. So I think if there are any women watching this, or any women who watch this channel, I think it's up to you guys to start making videos as well, and to start sharing this stuff and talking about it. Because it's disappointing to me to see that happening. I mean, it's a huge amount. It's like 8% to 92% male, and that's strange because it's the same opportunity for all of us. I don't know. Let me see. I just got back into this thing. Let's see what you guys are saying.
They're saying it's hocus pocus to women. And why is that? What's wrong with women that it's hocus pocus?
I think what he's saying about hocus pocus to women might be because it's not tangible, and that's not just women.
He said girls have to feel it, where cryptocurrency doesn't have those characteristics. Who decided that? That we have to feel it. Is it because we buy clothes?
Janelle's gonna give her input. I'll let her answer this. I'll go back and respond to those questions, Taiwan, in a minute.
No, I'm just wondering, like, what is it about girls having to feel in where? Does that mean that we have to buy clothes and that's the only thing that we know how to buy? And if so, why is that? Were we raised to just buy clothes so that we could look good and attract men, or what is the issue? Why is it that you feel that we need to feel it or wear it? I mean,
I think what he means.
Sure, I could buy clothes.
I think what he means is that
I'd rather buy food.
It's like a physical token, like a physical thing, like cash. And it's not just women. You see, that's where I think you're wrong. I think it's also a lot of men, people who don't care about it. They have to see something tangible to think it's money, because they don't know how money works.
Older people feel that way too.
Older people definitely think that it's not real unless they can physically touch it. But that's why I made a bunch of pictures of me getting paid on Steemit. I got something like $1,700 for a post, and I told my buddy I was going to take $300 out in person to show him that it's not just magical internet money, that I got paid in real money and that I was going to use it. And he didn't want to believe me that it was real until that point. So I don't know.
Here's some great comments here. Cryptocurrency is an exploration stage. Women tend not to be explorers. Also, men just care more about money, gambling, and greed. Okay, so these are two comments that are very much sticking with this is what women are like and this is what men are like. But I want to ask you, who decided that? Who decided that men should care about money, gambling, and greed? And do you really think that that is something that's wired in the brain? Or is that something that we're raised to believe, to work in our society, in our culture? Male, female, the gender thing, to work, make it work in a culture. Like, my girlfriend knows everything about Lady Gaga, but nothing about crypto. Why? Why does she know so much about Lady Gaga and nothing about crypto? Why? Tech savvy, willing to take risks. Absolutely. I'm not tech savvy. I'm willing to take risks, and so I depend.
You're rare though.
I depend on this one who is tech savvy to tell me what it is that I need to do in order to make those risks that I want to make. I also will try to learn everything I can. Ooh, shit, everything just died.
I just killed the power.
He killed it.
My rig just destroyed the power. Classic.
Oh,
Dang it! It must be that it's drawing more power since my afterburner settings are
this has been happening all day.
Yeah, I've killed the power like 4 times today. The AC doesn't like it. It starts smelling weird. Sorry, guys. Let me see what you guys are saying here. Did you see it? It's like number 3. You just gotta like flip it back on. It goes to the middle.
It looks like number 6, but number 6 won't stay on. Everything else is on.
What? Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry. Real quick, I'm going to the surge protector.
Every time I turn it on, it bounces.
Uh-oh.
I don't think anyone is even getting it anymore. Oh, you got it. You have to turn it off and then on?
Yeah.
That's why.
Okay, I got it. You have to turn off the surge protector. Turn it off first and then on. Okay. Sorry, I can see what you guys are saying here. Let me see. Pay the bill, man. Women want to pay your power bill, son. Nah, it's the drawing of the power. This thing is a beast. I aim my other rig beast. It draws so much electricity especially when I overclock the cards. And since I installed new drivers, it like resets power, and my house doesn't like it. Can I join you two? How would you join us? Like in person? Cryptocurrency? Men just care about money and greed. The issue, Mitchie, this is actually nature. Cryptocurrency is to be assign something back to it. Simply assign or attach something, any tangible asset, or it doesn't matter as long as in exchange for what you get. Exactly. I think that Digix is awesome. Where the hell is my thing?
What thing?
The control. Okay. Digix is awesome because it creates a tangible something out of Ether, out of Ethereum. Creates an actual gold token that everyone can appreciate. It's actually there. This currency represents actual gold. So it's no longer like a fiat electrical system, electronic digital money. It's now attached to something. So I think that's huge. I don't think people are grasping just how important something like that is to most people, women, older people, generations who don't believe in digital money, to tell them that it is real money now because it's backed by gold, which is something that they get through time. That's why we've created money. How we've created money before we went off the gold standard in the 40s.
They said to include him in the live stream. He's
Where?
got something.
You need to plug your miner in a separate fuse. Dude, I'm David. Yeah, I know. You can come if you want.
He said include him.
Yeah, come by if you want. I'm on 3rd in Washington. 323 Washington. You can come.
I'll get the door.
Yeah, David's really awesome because David has way different ideas than I do. So David's going to talk to you guys about cool stuff, and it will be fun to debate with David. So he can come by. We can have a beer. Yeah, 323 Washington. Go to the 2nd floor, and we'll find you. Just like write a message when you're there. Let's see. I paid the bill, man. What the hell? If I pay my bill, it should give me more electricity. Steeman is doing a good job getting girls into crypto by blogging. Something girls understand. Yeah, this is true. This is absolutely true. True Bitcoiner, his miner pops a fuse during... I think the women's statistic of involvement is like the man who opens the door for girls and enters the dark room to see if there's danger. Then girls have confidence to even start learning. I just wonder why that is, in this day and age.
In the first place.
Yeah, like how come?
Why do we need that confidence? Why do we have to be given that confidence? Why don't we have that confidence?
I think that women need to take an opportunity right now to literally switch this whole view. I agree completely. That's what it's been, maybe. But I think that this is an opportunity for women to completely defy that, say fuck it, we are contributing the same as to a household as a man, and we're doing so financially as well. And you're right, it's human nature, especially for a woman, to want security and for their kids, for their family. And so cryptocurrency is a way, an avenue for them to find that security if they were just to grasp onto it. There's a really cool TED Talk, if you guys haven't seen it, that I saw yesterday with Janelle called The Future of Money. Please take a look at it, and it's by a woman. So there are women out there who care. And we need more women like that, in my opinion, to talk about cryptocurrency so that it becomes more relevant to that gender.
I think your girl needs to buy some Bitcoin.
She has some. Actually, she put it into Steemit. That was my fault.
That was your fault.
You can power it down. I think Steemit's price.
They saw the TED Talk.
Oh yeah, it was a good TED Talk. I think your girl needs to. I think Steemit is gonna go up again because it's still in beta. So once they go official, there'll be other news. People get all excited about everything and they just want to pump it. Let me lower my power draw here. Sorry. Janelle can talk.
Kill the power again.
Janelle can talk while I fix this. Let me put the YouTube.
Power again.
I'm trying not to kill the power.
Where's David? David, did you get it? Did you get the message? Are you on your way?
I bet you David is on the way.
I don't know. I hope so. No, see, you owe me Bitcoin. That's what they said. Now you owe me Bitcoin. It's your fault that I lost my Bitcoin.
I'll give you Bitcoin. You're right. How much Bitcoin did you have? Like $100.
Yeah.
It wasn't that much.
It wasn't that much. It was okay. Men tend to be aggressive while women tend to be submissive. But again, why are we like that? Is it really nature or is it nurture? So in a new territory, the men will explore and carve it out first, the women follow later. But why is that? Again, why is all that? Is that a gender construct or is it born into us? What do you guys think? Do you think we were born that way? Or do you think that we were raised that way? Because I'm tending to feel like that might be how we were geared to grow up instead of how we may have been naturally, you know. Because like even as little kids, they look at you and they're like, oh, it's a girl, give her something pink and give her the... I'm sure you guys have been hearing about all this. It's been like super big in like media and like, oh, the girl, you know, don't give little girls the doll, don't tell little boys they can't play with the doll, don't give them the fire truck, let the kids pick whatever they want to play with. It's actually been all over the place. I don't know if it's reached you guys yet, but it's a big debate that's happening now.
By the way, check out Huzen's link. He wrote the name of the video I was talking about earlier. And yeah, somebody said that he has a sister. Sabiduria online says he has a sister of 10 years old who already is an anarchist. Damn it, let me mute this. And understands fake political money. And we were looking at this yesterday too because I was looking at statistics. Let me pull them up right here on YouTube for different age groups. And that's why I'm saying the main age group who watches my channel tends to be the ages between 24 and 34 years old. But then there are obviously the other ones, and you can still look at the gender differences in different age groups, and who cares. So it looks like now the people who are young, 13 to 17 I believe it says, women in that age group watch my channel significant, like 4 times as much as the boys do.
No, it's almost equal. Girls are just like
it was
68%.
No, it was
68%.
Let me see.
Women.
It was 8%.
Or girls.
Look.
Young girls.
Oh yeah.
69% young girls and 31% young boys, which is cool because that means that this big gender disparity that's coming out in the media right now is actually taking an impact on the younger people because they're almost equal, they're almost balanced. It's slightly more
in that age group.
Slightly more female viewers than males, little girls than little boys, but it's almost equal.
It's changing.
But it's a huge difference when you get to like our age group, 25 to 34. It's seriously, it's like 96% male, 4.3% female.
But at 18 to 24, it's still mainly guys, 87% to 13% female. And that could also be argued, in my opinion, maybe it's genetics as well, a change, puberty. It could be the environment as well. But men and testosterone tend to definitely chase greed and money. It just kind of happens. So I don't know if that has something to do with it, but it's creating a bigger disparity. And once you hit that age of 18, it looks, from looking at this, like women, but nowadays, do not care as much.
Yeah, it depends on your time period. Like we're looking at 13 to 17 versus 25 to 34, whatever, all in this 1 year of 2016. It's not like all across the board, past and present.
It's because they think you're a hottie, crypto. Best looking guy in crypto tracking. What? No!
Yes!
That's ridiculous. You both should check out a book written by Jim Rickards, Asymmetrical War Advisor of the Pentagon, entitled Death of Money, while the free fall inflation will cause this domino effect on us all. Yeah, I like reading these kind of books, and if he was in the Pentagon, he probably knows this stuff. Does anybody know a book, maybe that one does it,
Awesome.
that talks,
on his way.
yeah, it talks about how the economy is going to crash like the bond market, but first, very simply describes how an economy works and what money is in a very easy to understand way. Because a book like this that begins with very easy understandings and transitions to what is going to happen is something that I think we need to see written or talked about as well. It would be pretty cool. See you, Hamza. Thanks for joining. It's not just women. We're talking about women in cryptocurrency. It's interesting. It is because it's still a nerdy tech thing for the enthusiasts, like the number of girls doing it courses. I don't know. Just wonder. I just think you need to tell your female friends about it, and that's it. That's it. Have them make videos. Have them talk about videos. Have them watch videos. Let them do things. Make them blog on Steam it. And it's up to everybody else to talk, especially as the men, it looks like, talking about it. Yeah, programming. Look, Richie Rich says, no one is born that way. We are 100% product of our experiences.
Right. Exactly.
Janelle agrees with you.
Exactly. So it's not that women are more submissive. It's that we're raised to be more submissive. He gets it.
Michael Malone. Yeah, he gets it. Okay, so David's on the way and he'll talk about other things. What do you guys want to talk about? Any questions about cryptocurrency, money, any comments? We have 26 people watching right now. I'll talk about whatever you guys want to. There was something else I wanted to mention. I think related to Vitalik. Let me check real quick. It was an idea. I think that I got. Nope. Nope. I don't remember. But yeah, basically we're having this period right now where altcoins are all getting their fun times, but everybody's eventually going to go to their main squeezes, which is Ether and Bitcoin as news begins to continue come out. Ethereum Classic continues to drop. I mean, it's just a continual downtrend. But now it might have switched because I saw something weird happen on the charts. So maybe Ether Classic is finally reaching its bottom and it might be a smart time to invest. And oh, I remember what I want to say. Okay, should you mine Ethereum? Am I mining? Am I mining? Should you mine Ethereum? My answer, because there's difficulty that keeps going up, and if you buy the equipment, you have to get a return on investment, right? And you have to pay for electricity costs. If your electricity costs are 11 cents or lower, I think it's the smartest thing in the world is for you to mine Ether. If you have some sort of technical know-how and can put it together or understand how it works at least and how to function it. Because for myself, like I said, I could have just bought $2,000 something worth of Ether, but I guarantee I would have sold it at a certain point. I'm a shitty trader, and I would have lost it in some ways or put it somewhere else. I wouldn't have a continual stream of Ether. So that's sick. Plus, once we switch to proof of stake, the best thing that ever happened for my miner also occurred, which was that Ethereum Classic is going to be creating a fork to destroy the difficulty bomb. So I'll be able to use this rig to keep mining even when I can't mine Ether anymore, because I can mine Ethereum Classic. And there's developers who are actually developing for it, so it will have value. And I can keep mining Ether Classic if I don't find another coin more valuable once you switch to proof of stake. So that's something for you guys to think about if you've been debating whether or not to build a rig, is that Ether Classic will be mineable for you. So I think the creation of Ether Classic is kind of a positive damn thing, the whole fork. Because now we get the Ethereum that people were concerned they weren't going to be able to mine, and that's going to ruin it from the proof of work for the miners. And we're going to have to get the Ethereum Classic. China loves to mine, and they get practically free electricity because they have this infrastructure that's not built. Watch David Seaman's video recently where he has a guest, I forgot his name was, and he talks about this. How in China, they don't have a grid like we do. They don't have a huge country nationwide grid. They have is a power plant that was built pretty much by every town, smaller power, and it powers that town. And so they have this excessively huge amount of excess power, and they didn't know what to do with it. They didn't know what to do with this extra power, so they basically give it for free. So the miners who know about this, they start mining Bitcoin, getting free electricity, practically free electricity, and they're using Bitcoin as a battery, which is a really cool concept if you think about it, because they're using that electricity to put value into something and store it there. And so they're creating these batteries of wealth and storing it. That's a really cool concept to explore. And so they'll continue to do this with Ether, especially if it gets announced on like OKCoin and Huobi, as Bitcoin is no longer that profitable anymore if you're a miner. It'll continue to be mined, and there are people trying to build waterfall over dams, for example, hydroelectric dams that have petahashes of electricity to mine Bitcoin and to mine Ether. But right now, Ether is pretty damn easy to mine, and it's very physical. I don't think that'll be the case even for Ethereum Classic if it takes off, especially in China eventually. So I like to watch this guy spin.
Oh,
He gets hot. He gets hot. Another thing to consider if you want to mine is that I'm mining here at this new place in my new apartment, and I don't have central air conditioning here. I have wall units. I have one here in the living room. I have one out in the room that we keep closed so when we go to bed at night, it's cold in there. But it gets hot. And
this is a heater. This is one of those.
It's a personal heater.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
let me see if I can show it to you guys. Yeah, it's my rig. But it's one thing to consider, because the hotter the rig gets, it automatically, the cards don't want to hurt themselves. They start slowing down some cards. So I'm not mining as fast, even besides difficulty and everything, in my smaller place here, because I don't have central air conditioning, keeping it at a steady 60 degrees, or attempting its best to keep it at 60 degrees, and taking and allowing the cards to get hotter and not work as hard in the fans. Because the fans, if you're working them 100% the whole time, they're more likely to fail.
That doesn't look like it's mining anything.
It's not mining right now,
It's not.
because I was going to lower the power draw so that it doesn't destroy the power again.
Poor thing.
What are the comments?
You're working so hard.
Is XMR a scam? Which one's XMR? Is that Ripple? Yeah, that's Ripple. I don't think so. Ripple apparently is being pushed by the banks to create a means for them to transfer money. I think Ripple, there's a reason that it's up there on CoinMarketCap and has such a huge amount of money into it. It's like number 3, even though nobody talks about it. I think it's going to be pushed hard by the banks in some way. Exactly. Thanks for sharing. Comment. Wish the comment lag was less. Looking forward to the generation. Yeah, I agree. Of YouTube on blockchain. Let's make your own coin. We'll call it crypto. We can give it out in the chat to your followers. Okay, if somebody knows how to make a token on the Ethereum network, I heard apparently, according to Vitalik, it's as easy as 15 minutes. You can code a token called crypto. That would be awesome. And you can keep most of them. I don't care. But we'll hand them out to people in the comments. A lot of generations going through poverty. That's a great idea from Richie. A lot of generations going through poverty these days leads to overcompensation in the future. Yeah. Overcompensation? I'm not sure what you mean. Well, one thing that they say is that we're using debt. We're using our credit cards now and all these different interest rates and borrowing to basically finance the future. So our kids are not going to have the same means that we're enjoying life while they have to pay for it in the future. It's debt, so it has to be paid back, right? Somehow. I don't know. But it's never going to be paid back. Raised. I was one of 5 male nurses. I was one of 5 male nurses in a graduating class of 300. So there were a lot more female nurses. She's my woman. I respect her opinion. I mean, she's the woman in my life. The woman. So I look at her for all the thoughts. Women are good. Like it's proven. It's proven that women have bigger carpus callosum. I don't think that's it. They have a bigger divider of the hemispheres of the brain. It's just thicker, tends to be, and apparently it makes them better leaders in certain ways because they're more able to multitask. I can really only do one thing at a time. You can ask her.
Oh boy.
I can focus really hard on one thing. And I work in a restaurant. I can be talking to this person, and chaos can be happening behind me, but I just get so focused. And apparently women are better able to gauge doing multiple things. So they have a lot of attributes to contribute, I think, to cryptocurrency as well. In ways that we can't imagine. Part of Miami, I live in Kendall recently. I just moved to the beach. Oh, you're in California. I'm moving to California in April. That's cool, dude. How do you like California? What card are you running? Oh, let me put them to mine. See if the power crashes. I am running.
David, yes.
He just messaged.
Yes.
I'm running a bunch of 290Xs. If you go to this website called cryptocompare.com, you can compare different cards. So I used to go there and kind of do some research.
You go get it.
And those 290X cards, where they draw a lot of wattage and they cost almost $700 when I got them. They're like $600 now, last I checked. They have two cards in one, and they had a mining speed of like 40 millihashes per second. So I crammed two into this rig. So that's basically 4 cards in place of only 2. So that's pretty sick, in my opinion. And then I put a bunch of like one card that I bought on GPUShack.com that refurbishes graphics cards, and that one's not netting me as much, but I only paid like $120 for the card, and it hits me something like 14 millihashes a second, which is great. 15 right now. Was going like 18 before.
I don't see a matter.
323. Okay, let me put them to. Okay, mine.
Mine.
Claymores. Mine. I'm gonna kill electricity again, guys. And now he doesn't want to start. Smart move, computer. Well played. Why are you not starting? Edit. I don't know. I don't know why my batch file is not working.
Everyone's like, help David! I'm like, David, I'm outside.
Help me, I'm confused.
Go find him.
Why don't you put a big fan of part of Miami? Okay, you can keep your rig running in a closet and run a little fan to the living room or whatever. I find that when I keep my rig in a more confined area, you still mine slower because there's not as much ventilation out in the area. So right now I have him almost in the middle of the living room because he's doing better that way. But a closet doesn't have much circulation, so I don't think that would be a good idea. Aw, man. I remember one time, by mistake, when I plugged in the second, like the power, plugs into this motherboard that allows you to have 6 different cards into it, the BTC Pro, and I had two power supplies on it. So I didn't know, like there's these little slots on the motherboard to give it more electricity for the outer cards. And so I was like messing around and I put, I guess, the wrong power supply into it versus the one that should have been there that was powering, I think, the CPU. And it caught, when I hit play, start, literally the whole thing, it starts smoking. It goes psh, through like 3 sparks, started smoking, like quick, immediately, like white smoke. I freaked out. Like, I just pulled the power. And I freaked out. And I was like, oh, there goes my entire investment. Oh my God, I just fried the motherboard and everything. And it worked afterwards just fine. Yeah. That was scary as shit. But if there was some sort of scenario, there was like some sort of spark and smoke, and I had it like in a closet by clothes or something weird, then I think it's more potential for some sort of fire. These things blow up sometimes. You have to be safe. And I don't even have a fire alarms in this place, in this new apartment of mine. For some reason, they don't have fire alarms. This place was kind of a piece of crap when we moved in here. A little bit. And we're painting right now. Look, we painted half the wall today. We're making this place look sexy. It's happening at a younger age. The guys are getting more aggressive, I could tell, from 18 to 21. Yeah, I wonder why. You think they'd be more calm, the way society tries to control everybody. Robert Kiyosaki and Michael Maloney read on a pulse. Isn't negative interest a conspiracy? Oh, I'm going up, sorry. I'm going way up. Let me go back down. What is nice hash? Bitical? I'm not sure what that is. No, I'm not getting 40. I'm getting around 200 millihashes a second in total. Fan on that rig. I had a big fan on it, but right now I'm not running it with the fag. What's up?
David's
I said
here.
fag. David's here.
Woo!
What's up, yo?
Let's see how it's like. This is what she looks like, bigger than I imagined.
Damn it. Yeah. Oh yeah. She
Yeah.
just fucking crashed.
It crashed still.
The driver just
Like,
crashed.
it looks like it's right in the YouTube video, you know?
Oh yeah.
That square. So
Oh,
it's like,
David,
whoa!
That's David, guys. I don't know if you guys have any questions for
David.
David, who's totally into completely
I
different.
just
crypto
biked
things.
here, so
might need to clean up.
David was talking to me the other day about storage coin, and that shit blew up.
And that storage, man, it's doing good, huh?
So
What happened to
he's got some
storage?
cool ideas. What happened to storage?
I forget the news now.
I don't know. Let me go on CoinCap and see.
Forget the news, but yeah, storage went up just shy of double. I mean, after we talked, actually, Seer coin went up 70%.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that was like clearly a pump and dump, unfortunately, because I was like there during it and I could have cashed out at 130 Satoshis. I know it's back down to about where it was at like 85, started at 80.
Yeah. Oh, his computer's being crappy now. He's a mining rig. He's supposed to be Jack Skellington.
Jack Skellington.
I started giving him nicknames.
Jax, like the wallet.
Skelliga.
Like the wallet.
Yeah,
Good
exactly.
luck.
Exactly, you're right.
I haven't tried yet.
You haven't gotten it yet? Jax is
What does it hold? Nah, I know what it holds.
You
It
get
holds
the
like
big
5
Dash.
things.
It holds Dash, Ethereum Classic.
It's a big like controversy with Apple because they don't accept certain things, which now like they accepted 6 and now they accept 9 as of yesterday. And the 3 they added, like 2 of them are legit, and one of them's like something crazy
Really?
like I know it's not big
Some
crystals,
weird-
but it's something like big crystals. It's something that's
Something
like
stupid.
Why would you accept that over Dash, which is currently valued at $12? Like I don't even know what Dash is. I haven't like done too much research into it, and I hold none. But
Like
I know it's more legit than whatever the third thing is that they added.
Yeah, it's true. I agree with that.
So this is interesting. What are you doing here to get it running again? Like
I
I've
think-
only seen
I
these on
think-
pictures.
I think I'm gonna have to restart it because
It's actually cold in here. In case any of you wondered
he's not
how
doing
much
a good
heat
job.
this is putting out.
He's not mining. He's mining at 6
Oh, it's not mining, that's
see,
why.
see that is not a good number. That is a really
0.00000000112. No, it's an address.
So just hold this button and just hit it because it's a power button. I installed
Yeah.
right into the motherboard.
That makes sense.
Yeah, whatever.
So that solves it half the time. Turn it on and off again. That didn't like. No, it's going off here.
Yeah, let me see. Okay, if you guys have questions for David,
That's how you're
he knows
reading
more
our
than I do.
comments?
Now, I was
It's so
reading them there.
difficult. They should be on this. Oh, you were
I
on
was.
this. Thing too, yeah.
Female equals support, gather, refinement, creation. Male equals leader, aggressive, planner. Yeah.
Thoughts on waves. Thoughts on waves. Who's asking that?
Go ahead.
Christoph.
You take that one. I don't know anything about waves.
No, I don't have too many thoughts on waves. You know, a lot of people got into waves through the ICO because which ICO came right before that? Lisk. Lisk did great. As soon as it was launched on Poloniex, went ×4, ×5. Everyone said, just get into any ICO. So, what was the next ICO? Waves. And what did people do? Dump their money into it in hopes that it would do a ×5 instantly and they could just get their money right back out. Well, that didn't happen because of what I previously said. So now
Everybody
people
expected
either
it.
sold at the same price, so they're it's pretty much just sitting at the same price that it started at. I'm just sitting there still at the same price I put in, basically. So haven't made anything, haven't lost anything, but I'm willing to wait because who knows? Who knows? It's way too early to know.
It's too early to know.
I mean,
Well,
I think-
you're holding waves right now?
I'm holding waves. I have 6,000 waves.
He has
I put in
6,000 waves.
I put in $1,000. I put in 2 Bitcoin. So
We all have our crap. I started
it's a
diversifying.
small investment, and it hasn't. I mean, it hasn't. At the beginning, I was like, oh, it gained 50%. Only because Bitcoin's value went up really, and now it's just back at like what I invested. So
If we keep
I
looking
can see
at coin market cap, every coin recently or on Poloniex keeps having its huge explosion. So waves could be coming any day now. if it hasn't
well,
happened.
Waves isn't on Poloniex, same as Digix.
Oh, Bitrix.
DGD.
DGD you can get on Bitrix, and you can.
DGD is not on Poloniex. though.
No, it's not. I think I had to get it somewhere else.
I mean, I'm mainly I'm not.
It's on Shapeshift.
I'm not really day trading. Like I'm mainly holding long positions. But
Oh shoot! Okay, I'm mining. We'll see if he stays on. More than likely, he's gonna fry the power of the house, or it turned off. Turn
Yes.
off.
Again, that was priceless.
You'll see it.
Like, I don't know if it was my connection, but I don't think so. But like your stream even cut out, and I was like,
Oh, for real?
there goes the Wi-Fi.
Oh shit! I don't think the Wi-Fi. Thank God. It just.
Didn't?
It
Because
just.
your stream went out for like 30 seconds and it came back on. I was
Oh
like,
really? That's what
Oh.
it was. Then. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. I didn't
It's
realize.
weird that it like automatically kept going.
That is
It
weird.
was like waiting for you to turn
Damn.
the power back on.
It must have switched to like regular
What are they saying?
internet mode. Let me see.
Like that's the problem. You say all that and then you have no idea.
Yeah, I'm going on stream right now.
It's weird. I have to go with that.
Love, can you get me and David a beer?
I lost a bit on waves.
You'd be so kind.
Waves may get added to Polo. You know what? I would like waves to get added to Polo. You know, in due time. It doesn't have to be quick because the longer they take, it might like draw the interest more. But the waves, the head guy, I forgot his name. He like
follow it.
insulted Polo as soon as they launched ETC. Like on Twitter, it was like, "You suck. I hate you." It was like almost a war. Thank you.
Let's talk
Alright.
cryptocurrency. Thank you so much.
Janelle.
This is
Okay, I had two roommates in college. One named Lauren, one named Janelle.
Oh,
That's where it's coming
that's
from.
great.
Oh.
That's where the connection is in my head.
Blue
You
Moon
know, that's right, I
Harvest
don't
Wheat
care.
Ale. It's a commercial for Blue Moon because it's pumpkin season for October.
Blue Moon.
Cheers. It's not bad. It's pretty strong.
Famous for an orange.
I had a hangover last night from this shit. I still have it.
Ale brewed with pumpkins and spices.
Yummy.
High five. It's that season.
Let me see what's going on here. We have still 19 viewers, and it crashed again. You piece of. I'm gonna have to fix the miner later.
Although, like, Waves is out to get money, so they know $30 million is inside of Waves. They're gonna launch it sometime, and it might even be to their advantage to wait because it draws some excitement behind it.
Upgrade the breaker.
Okay, you want to stop the power fader? Get a breaker that will hold more amps than that crappy 20 amp circuit breaker.
That's not the problem, though, is it?
It's how the amp. It might be. It might be. But right now it's not.
Wow.
Now it's just the rig. Now it's just the rig. Tally the amps and put a new wire and run that unit strictly off the breaker.
So, like,
I would do
where
that.
where did you get all this? Was any of it pre-put together when
No.
you bought it?
No, I bought everything.
So
except
where
for-
did you buy this frame? Is my main
Amazon.
question. Like,
Amazon.
I know Amazon, you can get a fucking
I'll
like
show it to you.
mining rig frame.
It's called Flow Rig.
I almost started an ether rig, mining ether, in May. You know, was like a bit put off by POS is coming so soon. If I would have known that the DAO hack would have put that way back, I would have
And-
done it.
And like I said,
100%.
while you were on the way, Ethereum Classic, you can probably continue to mine forever. Because they're going to try to stop the difficulty bomb.
And that's the thing I knew too. Like, even if it wasn't Ether or Ether Classic we didn't know about, there's always other GPU mineable coins that.
Yeah.
Or you can just sell your
Oh, there
equipment.
it is.
Sell your equipment and
Open air.
It's an expensive frame, the Flow Rig.
it's bigger than I thought it would be. Like, it's not that big actually. It's like the size of a computer.
Who are you on Twitter? On Twitter, guy in hat.
Guy.
Twitter.
He
Double
doesn't
check.
know. He doesn't know.
Follow David.
I have two main usernames and I'm just wondering which one I use. That's my main one.
I should have listened to him because if I would have had Sia coin, I would have had storage coin. I would have had some nice money. I would have had some nice
My
money.
storage coin a week ago had $1,000 and yesterday I had like 2,200. Now it's like 1,800.
Still, that's not bad. That's like that was like an 80% increase.
It's like $100 profit.
It's crazy. It's crazy profit. 40 amps. The thing was, if I was gonna live here for a long time, then I probably would consider doing that. But I'm gonna be moving to California in April, so this is just kind of an in-between place. So I'm just making the best of it while I can right now.
When
But
season ends.
when season ends in Miami,
That's when everything
and
starts.
everybody
Oh, okay.
everybody flocks here, and I work in a hotel, so does he. So everybody goes to hotels and we get busy. It's the best money of the year, so I wouldn't leave before that.
How would you type it in?
I just say
You can
something.
type it there.
Yeah.
So my Twitter, which I never use, I'm not a big social media person.
It's a harvest pumpkin ale, and it's spiced, so it probably is.
Yes.
Yes.
It's basically pumpkin spice beer, yes.
What does daisy chains mean? And what is Yukon setup? Dual 20 works great. Yeah. More efficient too. Use less electricity and perform. Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. You put a 40 amp breaker and you get better performance. That would be a smart thing to do because this fucker always
maybe
way
if
too
you
much.
owned it.
Yeah.
If you owned the apartment.
Yeah, exactly.
Had any investment in it.
I just like to watch him spin. He's cool. I use him to defrost food in the morning. I just put it on top of him.
He really does. He does.
I feel so cold right now.
It's my personal heater. When I get cold in the apartment, I turn it on.
If you were in winter in the north, you might
Exactly.
hover around
No,
it.
yeah, it gets that hot.
Yeah.
It's like a little fireplace.
I have this little script that
Werewolf of Ethereum.
I put together. Like if you go
It's
here,
a lunar eclipse tomorrow. You must be preparing.
you go to shell/startup and you put a shortcut to the app inside of here. As soon as you start the power on the rig, it'll start mining right away. So I don't even have to turn on the monitor or any of that stuff. I can literally just hit power and it'll start mining. So it's pretty cool.
Yes.
Okay.
It's been
When
a
would you
process.
stop mining?
When you
I
turn
stop?
it off.
Why would you stop mining? Why would you turn it
Because
off?
it gets hot.
It gets hot. And we
Gets
want,
hot?
Yeah,
and I like to give
we
them a break.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be like cooling it nonstop so that it?
I am,
Yeah, but
but
it still gets hot.
it blows that hot air that it creates into the
Yeah.
rest of the house.
It's literally
Like I have a fan blowing at it and
fireplace.
it just
I
blows
mean, that's
it.
what I imagined, but it's kind of tiny, you know. It
Yeah.
still makes
Yeah,
that
but
much heat,
Yeah,
It does.
heats up the entire apartment to the point where we have to turn it off.
which is
just when
nothing
it's
you
up.
need in Miami.
No.
Hey, Werewolf of Ethereum, I heard it's a lunar eclipse tomorrow. You must be preparing.
That was
we-
tonight. We had drum circle.
We went to Drum Circle. We were howling at the moon and drumming.
Yes.
Woo!
On
Sweet.
which street?
Is that your
Which-
girlfriend's
79.
beer? Is that your
I've
girlfriend's
always
beer?
wanted
My girlfriend has celiac disease.
Is that your girlfriend's beer?
Is it?
No, because you like those fruity beers.
This
Why
is
are we
not fruity.
frozen there?
Pumpkin is not a fruit. It is a
Not
vegetable.
It's vegetable-y.
How did you guys get into crypto? Say your story, David. They're curious.
Say your story.
How did you get into crypto?
So I studied electrical engineering and computer science, so I've always been tuned to the technical world. But so I've heard of Bitcoin a lot. I have no idea what news story it was, but
Oh,
the way I got into crypto is because of Ethereum. I wanted to buy Ether because of what I saw it's going to do with the future of computing. And then I found out that the only way to buy Ether, I mean now you can buy it, but in March when I got into it was to buy Bitcoin and then to trade it for Ether. So I bought my first Bitcoin through Coinbase, $100. That found that to be a really difficult thing because I bought it. I was so happy. I put $100 in for my bank account. I was so excited, and then they were like, "It should arrive into your account this many bitcoins, less than one bitcoin, in 6 days." And then I was disheartened. I'm like, "Why do I have to wait a week for my bitcoins to get there? There must be some better solution." And the next day, found Circle Pay, Circle app on all your phones, and no fees, instant. Props to Circle over Coinbase. Don't know why Coinbase is still getting touted nowadays, in the US at least. And had a weekly limit of $300, so I bought $300 of Bitcoin the next day, instantly from my debit card. Went straight from my checking account to my Circle account, and requested an upgrade on my limit. Was instantly almost given 3,000 weekly limit, which is more than enough for me at that point. And started using Kraken. I don't know why, just where research led me. Maybe the same way it led me to Coinbase at first. Started using Kraken, transferred it to Ether, and
Well-
quickly realized that Poloniex was where I wanted to end up trading.
So the first moment that you heard about cryptocurrency, do you remember what it was?
Did I know what it was? Or
If
did I
you-
know
do you
what the
remember?
moment was? No, I don't know what the moment was.
What was your first transaction?
It's really funny looking back on it because now it's such an interest and hobby in my life, and to look back, like I must have heard about it and thought about it a lot. but none of it mattered because it never went to the surface to the point where I like can remember it now.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Interesting. I don't remember my first time that I heard about it either. It was a while ago.
Yeah, I feel like I heard about it for years about Bitcoin before. What ironically drew me in was Ethereum.
Fun fact: I went to buy a flight yesterday. We're going on vacation in October, and I went to buy a flight, and they on cheapair.com, and I could pay in Bitcoin. I was like, that's pretty cool. I can pay on Steam, like to buy games. I can pay with Bitcoin. I can pay on cheapair. So many different sites that you can now accept Bitcoin. So I think smart merchants are accepting Bitcoin.
They don't have to pay fees.
They don't have to pay fees. It's smart, and it keeps going up in value. So
you're gonna pay 2%, especially on big things like airfare, which can cost $1,000, $2,000.
Mm-hmm. And
those are big fees
for sure. And so if you see Bitcoin next to like Visa, MasterCard, pay with your PayPal, and you see Bitcoin, it makes people more curious as well. People who don't even think about cryptocurrency, but they're on this flying website, and then that could be that first moment you ever heard of Bitcoin. You don't even remember because it was just something you saw on a site and you kind of brushed it off. But it left this one idea in your head, like Bitcoin. And then later on you see it again, and then you become more interested. And then somehow you learn about it. So, I don't know, that's interesting.
Exactly. So if I was forced to pinpoint something that made me realize it would be a news article about Ethereum and its upcoming usability and prominence in the world. So if you were forced to pinpoint an example which brought you into cryptocurrency, what would it be?
For me?
Yeah.
I've said it before, and I won't say it all the time.
Okay.
No, it's cool. I'll share it. It's I used to go on this site to buy supplements, and so I would buy supplements because it was a period in my life that I was pretty depressed and anxious. So I was learning a lot about like biology and medicine and myself and how to do stuff. And so this website let you pay in Bitcoin, but they would give you a 10% discount if you paid in Bitcoin. So they gave you a discount if you paid in something called Bitcoin to me. And if you were a repeat customer, you put in your last code, they would give you a discount. And the Bitcoin discount was 20%. I might be confused. It was 10% for returning, 20% if you use Bitcoin. So if I used Bitcoin, I was getting a 30% discount. It's crazy. So I was like, I paid the first 2 times, I think, regular. Second time, I think I used a discount for a return customer. The third time, I was like, why not? Let me figure out this whole Bitcoin thing. So I went on Coinbase, then I realized I needed to get my stuff linked and wait 6 days for my bank to basically put the money in there. And then I bought the Bitcoin, and I only bought enough for the transaction. Literally enough for the transaction. I paid for it, and I did this a few times. And then I realized when Mike, I think I told you last time, when Mike Hearn made some comments saying Bitcoin is dead, and this guy joined like the government cryptocurrency to make them the blockchain R3, he basically crashed the market from something like $350 to $280. The price of Bitcoin, shot down. This was like November, not last November, the one before that. And I was like, oh, what a great opportunity. Shitty news. Let me just buy some Bitcoin. Because obviously they keep saying Bitcoin has died, like 900 times? People say it's died?
I read an article this week on it, and they say it every 2 months. The mainstream media will say it every 2 months.
Yeah. And if it hasn't died, then it's only been going up over time. We can look at charts.
And if they said it died through 2013, 14,
yeah,
and it didn't, then it isn't.
and I was aware of the halvening coming up every 4 years, and we all knew what happened at the last halvening. So this was November, then we were expecting the price to shoot up in like July of this year. So I was like, let me just hold on to it and see. I'm sure
it did.
It did.
I mean, like
I made like double the amount of money.
It's expected way before.
Yeah.
Luckily, I got into this in March, April, and all of my Bitcoin holdings were in the low 400s. So.
Steam accepts Bitcoin? Yeah, Steam totally accepts Bitcoin now. I don't know if I made a video about it when I first started doing this, and they got me excited because Bitcoin. Like I kept thinking about
Steam.
Bitcoin's price. Yeah, Steam. Steam, the video
like,
game.
Of course, they would accept anything to keep their platform going.
For sure.
Nudge, nudge. I'm not with this guy on Steam it.
Nah, I'm against Steam it now. I don't even like Steam. But Steam, the gaming platform, you can buy games with Bitcoin. And that's cool. I think they should give a discount if you buy with Bitcoin, even if it's 5%.
I'm surprised that a supplement company would give 20%. Like, I understand why why you can get that on Amazon or these other sites where a third party is giving you the discount because someone else is buying it, because there are really high premiums on buying Bitcoin with credit cards around the world. So like that's a good solution currently. But just for a website to straight up give you a discount on their own products because you're buying Bitcoin, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
To me.
I guess not unless you really believe in Bitcoin's price going up, and then you want to hold them because you think that you're going to make way more than 5% in that amount of time. I don't know.
For me, even when I make purchases on Purse. I love Purse. I've made multiple purchases on Purse. I get 19 to 20% off. I love it because I routinely make purchases on Amazon. Amazon's great. You get free shipping. Often lowest prices. I mean, I do my research. It's not lowest prices. I don't buy it there, but Amazon's great, and to get, almost definitely double-digit discounts on Amazon, that's great.
I have to restart the rig because he's being stupid. And I can't even look at the comments. He crashed the rig. The driver crashed. I have to restart the rig, but I can still see the comments here. David, do you mind holding that white button
For 10 seconds?
for like 2 seconds?
So you see it turn
Until the
off.
lights go off.
Yeah.
David, it'll turn off. There you go. And then you can just hit it again.
You should wait 10 seconds.
Oh yeah.
That's like an industry rule.
All right. 30 seconds if you want to be legit.
What? I've never heard of this.
Oh really? I think it's like 30 seconds or a minute on your router. I'll do it.
I only do maximum 10 seconds.
Oh.
Time.
That's right.
Which
Sometimes
big
I-
merchants? Yeah, Overstock accepts them. When I buy gold to JM Bullion, they accept Bitcoin. That's true. But the difference between something like JM Bullion that accepts Bitcoin for you to buy your gold versus something like Digix that is a token that lives on the blockchain is that who cares if you're holding the
Okay,
gold
but
as long as Digix is holding
I
your
almost
gold.
got confused because I thought Digix was the 3-letter
There's two.
DGD.
There's two of
I
them.
mean, there's two.
There's two coins.
Educate us. What are the two?
The DGD is the
DGD.
token holder. You're like the DAO. Digix is
Okay.
DAO. There was
So
a DAO.
one is the system
Yes.
that it's running on,
Yeah.
which is kind of like Theory, Ether.
It's like
or-
owning a share of the company that pays you
Ripple.
based you. Yeah.
Do you hold Ripple?
I just got some today.
Just today? Where did you buy it at?
I
I feel
have-
so bad. Oh, I wanted to buy some today. What was that like?
I
1330 or 1270?
Because that's how I roll.
I've owned it since like 960. Yeah.
You made some money today then.
Yes, I made money.
Holy
today.
crap! Good for you.
It's only gone down.
He's been having a hell of a week. You guys should listen to David.
I'm doing good.
What else are you
I'm doing
holding?
good this week. I was like, who lost weight this week? Or today, because the whole altcoin market is
Yeah.
red today, which 2 days ago
Yeah,
was
yeah.
all green, so it has to go that
Ripple,
way.
Ripple is still
But
up.
Ripple, I woke up and it's so
I've still made
had
money on what I bought it
Storage
at.
made a lot 3 days ago. I made a ton on that. Sia Coin a week ago.
Holy crap!
And those went down
DGD
and
is up to-
Ripple went up today.
DGD is up to $15.28.
It's up 21%.
When I bought Digix DAO, the
Okay.
price of it was $3.
So
When
this
I bought
is what
it,
the system
price-
runs on. This is not the.
Right. It's
Okay.
if there's only two, like right here, 2 million in existence, and it pays you based on transaction fees. So every quarter you send your Digix DAO, and based on how much DGX tokens that
How
move,
many will there ever be?
2 million. Of the,
All of them are released.
yeah.
There'll never be more.
No.
Click on it.
Well, unless they do another crowd sale. I think they're gonna do another crowd
Just
sale.
click on it and I'll know.
What? Oh, there's gonna be another crowd
Click
sale.
on that, and it will tell you
Yeah.
available supply. But then
That's it. That's the only thing
Oh,
available.
there's another thing.
No, that's it.
CoinCat. This is CoinCat.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was CoinMarketCap.
Oh, I was
Different.
confused.
I use CoinCap, the app on my phone, but I've never gone to CoinCap.io, the website.
I thought they were the same thing. I just realized.
Fuck, something went up.
David is one of those people getting completely rich right now. Off not
No,
just
no.
Ether.
No, not really.
Or
Like
Bitcoin.
at certain points, yes, but I am a bad. I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm a bad day trader, but I don't day trade. And when I do day trade, which has only been 3 days, I've made like about $500 each day. But I generally am too scared to day trade.
I think it's funny because a lot of people talk about cryptocurrency like it's an easy way to get rich right away. Like if Bitcoin goes up to $1,000, you're gonna be rich. But the fact of the matter is, if Bitcoin went to $1,000 or even $5,000, that will be at best what? 10 times what you put in, maybe at best.
Oh, if I made 10 times what I put in,
5
I would
times?
be
Yeah, but would you have millions?
$100,000.
Yeah, exactly. But to me, what is $100,000 these days? $1 million is nothing. In retirement, you need $1 million. So I think you should get into cryptocurrency thinking way longer term than just the next few months or next few days and hoping your coin shoots up 20%. Because if you put in $5 million, then you'll get back another million, sure. Or maybe another 10
I would have
million.
got more than $1 million.
Yeah.
I mean, in 5 months, I made 30% returns, which is like...
It's great.
People are like, well, how much have you made and how much you put in? And they're like, that's not that much. And I'm like,
it's not enough.
30% in
not a
5
lottery.
months? Like,
Yeah.
name me an investment
It's
that
true.
you could do. And I mean, like,
It's-
and I
it's-
made a lot more at the very beginning, but...
There's no investment like it for 30% you to make that money right there. If you had bought a business, Gregory, if you had bought a mall, it would have taken you time for you to get that money back. Way
like
longer
if
than
you're in a
that.
really sound investment, or even a risky investment with your money,
Let me
a
go
really risky mutual fund, you might make like 6% a year,
What's been going on?
8% a year.
Yeah.
If you're in a risky mutual fund.
Exactly.
So not even a year, 5 months since I got started, 5-6 months.
We have 22
30%.
people. Peace out, the insane. What's Glass Hunt, Mr. Werewolf Jr.?
Oh, here we go. We got to acknowledge the...
Yeah. Scary. I like physical gold. Any other questions? Because this has been going on for a while, and I don't know if there's any more direction. The main things I wanted to talk about was whether you should mine or not, and I said yes, because if you're in Classic, you'll be able to now mine forever using the same hash. So if you get equipment now for Ethereum, if you believe in Ether, you'll be able to continue to mine Ethereum Classic afterwards. Keep going, dude. So I wanted to talk about that. I think investing now, regardless of anything, that you should just do it now. Sometimes the best thing to do is just take the leap of faith now, instead of waiting around forever and then you've waited too long. That's what stopped a
Before
lot
the
of people.
majority of humans realize that this is the future and start to move their money into it. Or realize that their money, their currencies are a horrible choice because of huge inflationary tactics by their governments, quantitative easing, and decide that government money isn't where they want their money to be, so it's safer in this cryptocurrency. Before all of that happens, or at any point when you realize it before your neighbor realizes it, is a good time to get into it.
See, and if something like that were to happen to different economies, let alone America, or even the UK, and it's really interesting actually about the UK, because I met this lady since I work in a restaurant, and she was from the UK, and I'm an idiot, because I ask stupid questions sometimes. So I asked this couple who was celebrating like a honeymoon or something, I asked them what the situation right now is like in London, because we had gotten into a long conversation after Brexit. I asked her,
chaos.
is it no, I was like,
the same.
you know, it's probably the same. How are things? Like, I'm thinking the same. And she just, her face just turned from one of gleeful and joy to one of
sad,
just
yeah.
like despondence and sadness, and like, and she said it's the worst thing that has happened to the country ever, that she has ever seen. And she said it's
Yeah.
she works in jewelry or something like that, that it's affecting her business because
Some jewelry.
she worked something like jewelry, I believe, one of the biggest jewelry companies. You could tell she had money, but she seemed very concerned because she was telling me about how prices are changing already to reflect over there. I mean, local
Were you
prices.
staying at his hotel or eating at his restaurant? Of course she was rich. Of course her business
Or-
was doing good.
Or his. He works at one of the only 5-star places in Miami.
The only fives. Oh no. There's also Mandarin. Only
Mandarin?
5-star place in
Ma-
Miami Beach.
Yes, that's cool. Mandarin Oriental and
Ex-coworker.
Ritz-Carlton. But yeah, so she said that the prices were going up to reflect Brexit because there were companies that were already factoring the fact they won't be able to get their goods from other countries in Europe soon. So they're already working on setting up their own personal infrastructure for their businesses to reflect what's going to be happening anyway, before they're forced to.
Let alone
Yeah.
her company is now limited from hiring anyone in the whole EU.
Yeah.
Which is 10 times or more bigger than Great
Yeah.
Britain, and now they have to only hire and let people work from there.
She said that was bullshit. She mentioned that too. She said something about the whole immigration reform thing was just bullshit. And
Let alone if her company has anyone employed for the rest of the EU, they'd have to send them back and send them out of the country.
they would have to, if their main headquarters is in the inside of Britain, then they would probably have to close elsewhere if they plan to stay a Britain-based headquarters entity. Exactly. So she was very sad. She went into it for a while. I can't remember. It was a while ago. But I realized, oh, that was a really messed up question to ask. Things are bad in Britain, and they're only going to get worse. So,
ask political questions.
yeah. So, let's say the British people begin to look for a means out of their own currency. Once we begin to feel the effects that are already beginning to affect the local markets over there. So locally, prices are going up. People are spending less. People are concerned and scared. But we're not seeing that in America yet because we see the numbers from last quarter. But as quarter news are coming out from post-Brexit news and moving into Brexit, because they haven't officially started leaving yet, they're working on it, that's going to affect everything around the world, and money is going to start flowing places. There's a lot of money in the UK.
And there'll be a lot less money flowing to the UK.
Yeah.
It was a huge thing with Japan. Like, not a lot of people think about Japan as a huge economic force, but they are.
Oh, they're negative interest rates. They don't give a fuck. They just keep printing money right now.
There's that whole story too. But
Yeah.
Japan, like, officially warned Great Britain, do not vote for this because we will cut you off. And now there's ramifications for if they cut them off.
Yeah, but yeah, for sure. And people, I think, to keep their own investment are going to look at Bitcoin and they're going to say things like that, like it's not a tangible. What makes it real? I'm scared. I've been manipulated by my own bank. I don't trust money right now. I don't know what to do. So Digix, hopefully, in my opinion, could be a good thing to say, hey, it's backed by gold. You know what gold is. It was used by people. So it's in a vault, and that's why this token on this network that moves really quick is worthy. So I would be like, okay, that makes sense. Like that would lead, in my opinion, in minds, that would connect some dots for people, for cryptocurrency, versus just going like JM Bullion and buying gold with Bitcoin. It's different than having a token backed by Bitcoin.
Well, most currencies have been backed by gold, no? Or at least like the US dollar was until 1971.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is really recent, actually.
There was this whole period, I believe, from the 30s to the 70s, where because Fort Knox existed and they had gold, you as a person could not buy gold. It was illegal in America to buy gold and to hold gold because it had to be in Fort Knox. So that was
Heard that.
yeah, for sure. It was illegal. So
What
people
if you held gold in 1929 and then they said in 1930?
maybe you
Because
probably
this is the thing, right? They were like, you have to give us your gold.
You probably had to
What,
give
for
them
free
your gold,
or at a rate?
and they gave you the money at the rate, whatever the dollar was worth.
A rate they said?
Yeah.
This is the rate.
Yeah, so they forced you to give away your
What if
gold.
you're like, hide some under the bed? Oop, I have some gold.
What are you gonna do with your
Now
gold?
it's worth way more
For 40
because
years.
there is no free trade of gold.
Yeah.
Of course I would hide all my
if you
gold
had kept that gold
under the house,
yeah,
or
but
in the yard.
you at that point probably, and people weren't as smart as they are now. They don't talk on the internet and learn as much. So you think
Right,
about
you
it.
just
Somebody
talk to a
said,
few neighbors.
"Oh, this
Well, I'm
money's
giving
worth
my
the same."
gold.
Yeah.
Oh, then I'll give my gold.
Yeah. We'll all give our gold. But we're gonna have all these dollars. We have mad gold. That's great.
I have no idea that the people in the next city are rioting
Yeah.
in the streets.
You had no
about giving
idea
their gold.
because we
They're
weren't.
killing them.
We waited for the media to tell us what's going on, for the guy on the horseback to ride over and tell us with the newspaper what's going on,
Yeah.
whatever they wanted to print. But for 40 years, people couldn't buy it, and like people like the conspiracy theorists say, and what if that happened again? What if we could no longer buy gold? So people are hoarding gold now. People are buying gold because they're concerned, and they know that they have the freedom to do it now, or they didn't before. After we got off the gold standard, we're like, well, whatever.
If they do that again.
Gold is just a metal.
What if they do that again? You owe us all your gold.
Yeah.
Sure, we have the internet now.
I don't think people.
Sure,
I think
I could say no.
I hope people are smarter, and they're gonna be like, and you're gonna give me what? Your fake cryptocurrency that's created by you, or your dollar
No,
that's
they're
worth
going to
toilet
give you
paper?
a US dollar, which is rapidly declining.
If it exists.
They're going to give you at some rate. You have to do it. It's your national duty.
They'd be best, in my opinion, the countries to make a cryptocurrency. If the U.S. really wanted to, I'm not saying I agree with it or not. I'm saying if as a government they wanted to personally better their own things, their best bet, I know, is to make a cryptocurrency. So many things. It's rigged. It's an ottoman. It's a great heater. It's a great bed if you like warm things for your head.
Bed.
Maybe not.
That's crazy.
It's a
Buy
great
him up and like,
it's a great
fucking
lift,
get
it's a
your
great
mouth out.
it's a great deadlift machine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lifting that thing is heavy.
Yep.
It's pretty heavy.
Okay, so if they make their own digital cryptocurrencies, yeah, but then they're that much more accountable. And do they need to be at this point? There's not a push come to shove yet. And would that make it really hard to do quantitative easing? Yes.
Yeah.
And are they in charge of quantitative easing? No. There's a fucking private company who's in charge of it in charge of many countries.
Yeah. What's interesting, people are talking about is in October, the Chinese yuan will be added to the SDR. So
Oh, that's interesting. Will that be the new world currency, the SDR?
it's not going to have much weight, but it will be growing apparently in weight.
Okay, if it's only a $2.8 billion
Yeah.
market cap,
Yeah.
and then they make it the next year 280 billion market cap, and they make these countries buy into it and develop. That's the thing is, like, right now, China wants so much to be in the SDR that they're like, even if we can't sell the 2.8 billion, what's that, US dollars equivalent in bonds, we will buy them
Mm-hmm.
just to make them popular and completely bought up. Okay. And the next year they increase it to, it's now $100 billion, and we need these governments all to help chip in and buy in with their currencies. Get rid of your currencies, almost just like slash your currency and buy into the system.
What's up, Bodasius? Well, I heard that Japan
Buy a-
owns something like 50% of the entire bond market. Like they own most of the U.S. bonds, and
That'd be crazy.
that is crazy because
I
if
thought
there are negative
China
interest
owned
rates,
most of theirs.
I heard Japan, the Bank of Japan owns most of our bonds apparently,
Maybe,
which is crazy because they decided to collect or sell them, which is I heard what they're doing. I heard to sell them, say screw it, we don't need them anymore. That's gonna drop. It's gonna crash the whole market because they're gonna want to let go of them, but they're
Well,
holding
that's what I
them.
say. If Japan drops them, if Japan cashes in on theirs, it'll drop the whole market.
Yeah.
If Saudi Arabia cashes in theirs, it'll drop the whole market. If China cashes in theirs, if any one country is like, fuck you, USA. And it's almost a point, USA can't piss off anyone because they'll be like, and that's happening right now. The US Senate has voted to sue Saudi Arabia because of 9/11. And Saudi Arabia said, if you go through with this, we will sell all your bonds that they hold. And it would ruin the US dollar, ruin the whole US economy, let alone let the US be sued for all its war crimes on the rest of the world. So it's really easy that Obama is going to say veto.
Yeah.
Regardless, like, it doesn't matter which president it was, it doesn't matter on any spectrum of politicality, the president would say veto.
Yeah, it's true. The president is paid politically gains. I mean, it's sad because we saw that with Bernie Sanders, who got all of his money for his campaign through private donations from regular people like you and I.
Okay, but didn't Obama?
$20. Not as much. I mean, sure.
Obama
yeah.
ran on the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he
I
ran
don't
on the
remember.
same. Obama
Did he?
said, yeah, no, all just individual contributions, no big government, no huge contributions.
I didn't realize that.
And then the leaks come out this week with Anonymous leaking all the DNC emails.
That was a great thing.
That was crazy.
A great thing.
Remember that Anonymous?
Crazy.
Yeah.
It is, people don't understand this.
Anonymous is cool.
Yeah.
They're badass.
Like, this came out this week. Like, what was it? All the ambassadors, the U.S. ambassadors to other countries, had to pay the Obama administration in 2008 anywhere from $1 to $3.5 million to keep their ambassadorships to Great Britain, Poland, etc. And then you can only wonder, like, how much do they make in these positions? Not that much. But not that much. So for them to contribute $3.5 million to a political campaign to the same day being offered the ambassadorships, what corruption are they having influence in these countries to get themselves money that's like a worthy price? It's so fucked up.
the whole system is fucked up, and I think that we're gonna have a correction, not just financially but morally, eventually, to something a little more fair. That cryptocurrency, at least Bitcoin, if out of everything, Bitcoin being the first created by a guy who disappeared. At the end of the day, it's probably
Or a
the
girl.
most,
Or a girl.
or girl, or people.
Satoshi Nakamoto
Or
might
they.
be this chick.
I knew it.
Could be.
We don't know. Could be 10 girls.
But yeah,
That would be the best thing ever. It was 10 girls.
so it's basically gold. We found it in a mountain. We found it somewhere. It wasn't. We don't know who God is. We don't know if why God put it there. But it's there, right? I mean, to say if you believe, regardless. I'm just saying as an example. Satoshi Nakamoto was the equivalent. Let's say he put it there, disappeared. Who put the
Currency
gold
god.
there? Time, the currency guys.
Currency gun.
The evolution of the Earth put the gold there. So I have a friend who says the Big Bang created a very limited amount of gold in the whole world.
Are these current?
You're crazy. This is
Yeah.
Elite's game. Yeah, I don't like to.
They're a little. They have a lag, so they're a little behind.
I don't trust any crypto type of banks. Yeah, it's the.
It's not playing. I just turned it off.
Oh, it's not bank. You believe in Ripple? I despise the banks. If it's mainstream,
I believe in Ripple. You don't believe in Ripple?
people are talking about Ripple.
Okay, listen. The banks are going to coexist with cryptocurrency for decades. Like, look, people still have fucking VHS players in their house. We were the first ones to get a DVD player, a PS4, or this or that. But people keep old technology for a long time, unfortunately. And people will keep bank accounts for decades. So if the bank accounts are going to move to this, we might as well profit off this. So I think Ripple is a good thing to invest in. Today is an example, went up 40%.
I think investing in cryptocurrency is a great idea because all coins, no matter what it is, blockchains in general are gaining reputation for both giving you value and having a nice pop-ups at a certain point and giving you security, not just disappearing. That it's proven now that blockchains work, and confidence is growing, and the whole market is growing, and it's.
Yes.
I think it's important for you to choose exactly morally where you stand. What you think, definitely do your research on coins like Ripple and what you think is going to be the right, what you believe in the most and invest in that. At least some in that and maybe some in Bitcoin, diversify. Don't put it all in one coin, it could crash. But I think it's smart to hedge your funds and look at this fine chap here. Made all some smart decisions there and paid out. So yeah, cryptocurrency, regardless of the economy, which has been supposedly doing good, and the stock market's still been going up. Today was up. Still is returning money in a day and age where, like, it's not positioned to be in a place where it's supposed to be shooting up. But even in a scenario where things are actually in a bearish downtrend, cryptocurrencies are only going to continue to look even more shiny, and yet they're still shining.
Yeah.
Because besides the whole economical crash and all this other bullshit, we have new things like DApps. Yeah. Well, huh?
Really.
Oh yeah.
DApps.
And all different applications coming out, and these things also give value to cryptocurrency and still give you value regardless of whatever the hell is happening with the dollar. But it's just something else to look at. So I think we're gonna call a video here.
Yeah, it's really long.
It's really long.
Really long. It's
probably
my fault.
It's my longest.
Start out with him.
So I don't even know what like
Phase
topics.
1 him, phase 2 both of them, phase 3 all three of us. If we don't invite a fourth person, we gotta end it now. I'm sorry.
We could do our Bitcoin meetups here like this.
We could start our own. South Beach. There's like a Miami.
No, I mean we'll do it online.
And a Fort Lauderdale, and we could just do ours online. A South Beach group.
South Beach group, right here.
And we meet up
Just us.
Tuesdays.
Yeah, we meet up Tuesdays.
Wow,
Eat us up, guys. Yeah, so I guess you guys can look forward to hopefully doing this again in the future. And yeah, he has different ideas than I do, and I have ideas, and it's cool to discuss.
Good beer talk.
Good beer talk.
Yes.
Amen.
And to hear from the women's perspective here as well. And if there are any women here, invite them to look at this video because we represent the ladies as well. And I think more of everyone needs to know about crypto.
No me grites.
Definitely.
Con calma.
There are enough meetups that have their things streamed.
Nah.
We should start that in South Beach. South Beach, Miami.
Yeah, because these guys,
Miami Beach.
the people who watch this channel, honestly, they have really cool ideas. And I learned so much.
There's a good following already.
Yeah.
A great place to start it.
Yeah, I think it's a cool idea. Yeah, and your girl has some good ideas too, I hope.
I hope.
You'd be surprised.
I have a really good friend named Dan with 2 A's.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how much she knows.
He's Dutch. Dan, are you Dutch?
Okay, let's
It's gonna be
I'm
like a
Dutch.
whole minute. There's a delay.
before we end, let's do this as the ending, so Janelle can give you something.
What?
She had somebody who used to mine Bitcoin at some point, right?
Yeah.
An ex-boy
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What about it?
Interesting.
You want to share the
We
story?
were 16 years old, and this
She's
dude is
addicted
like,
to-
oh, this new thing just started. It's called Bitcoin, and apparently if I start creating this and mining it with my computer now, then I can be filthy rich later. And I was like, all right, cool, do it.
Should have started
Do it
with
then.
him.
And he started, and literally a week later, he was like, I'm over it, and he quit. And this guy could have been filthy rich right now.
Never quit
And
crypto.
he's not, because he just threw it away.
For school.
Look at that. Brandon gets it. She sits back and absorbs the information and builds on it, and it becomes yes, sir, I do. I just sit back and
And
absorb.
I met you at the bar a couple weeks ago, and I thought, oh,
I
she's
was
just sick of
dying.
hearing of this.
No,
She was just sick.
So sick
dying.
of
I
this
was
person
literally dying.
talking about this.
No, I just
Recording it in his
terrible.
car.
That's right.
And she gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she had an ex-lover who got disheartened, but he was there at the beginning of Bitcoin. Guy would have been so filthy rich.
And a lot of bubbles.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda,
Still
woulda,
alive.
but didn't.
So
No.
rich. Oh my god.
I mean, what are the possibilities of all these different bubbles happening,
How
and
was
then
I
just
not
flatlining
smart
now
back then?
and today, right? Flatlining and no more bubbles and peaks. I
What's
think the
the
chances are zero. I think of that happening. I think you're gonna continue to
Let's
make
say
money.
Good night.
So
Good night.
good night. I guess we're doing peace. I don't even know how to end this thing.
Just-